I've been on a serious Transformers kick lately. While I'm not particularly fond of the live action films, which pretty much sucked, I've always loved the old school Generation 1 cartoon. It's still my favorite incarnation to this day. The problem with such a binge is that the various versions of the show to appear after the original are very hit or miss. Like, I know Beast Wars is highly thought of, and it does seem to have some good ideas, but I just can't get over how goofy the characters look. Plus, yell and terrorize or whatever the fuck they say whenever they transform is pretty fucking stupid. Now, Transformers Prime, that one is actually growing on me. I'm still not big on the character models, but whatever, I can get over that. I'm on season 2 right now, and I will admit that I'm actually starting to dig it very much. It's a lot darker and more violent than I originally anticipated. Transformers Armada is very frustrating for me. I actually appreciate the animation, looks pretty cool, but overall it's just too anime for me. It's got that anime cliche where every character randomly expresses a totally dumbfounded, huh? Every 2 minutes. They're giant robots from outer space, huh? We detected another minicon, huh? Optimus just farted, huh? Shit's very fucking annoying to say the least. This brings us to the War for Cybertron, a trilogy that debuted on Netflix over the past year or so, introduced in 3 parts, because it's a fucking trilogy, ha ha ha. Now, every Transformers fan, nerds and casuals alike, they are familiar with the violent conflict on their home planet, Cybertron. After all, this fierce battle was what drove them all Autobots and Decepticons to Earth. But if you're more of a Generation 1 guy like myself, then you only know the basic facts. The new Netflix series does a deep dive that connects a lot of missing pieces and dots behind this very conflict. Now, this may be a grand statement on my part, but in my humble opinion, quality-wise, this is the best version of Transformers to ever hit the screen. So what do I like about the War for Cybertron? Let's start with the obvious, the characters. More specifically, how the characters look. Now, in this updated version, the character models have a near perfect balance of the classic look from Generation 1 and the shiny clunkers from the Mike Bay flicks. While Prime is no doubt, Transformers Prime that is no doubt telling a great story, Megatron and Starscream particularly look pretty suspect. Like, I'm not sure how they fucking look. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I like them, is what I should say. They just, I don't know, I'm not really feeling them how they look. There's just a far cry from the Megatron and Starscream that we're familiar with from back in the day. Above all, they look like the characters that we know and love, and that's what I really dig about the new show. Second, and perhaps most important of all, is the story itself. The Cybertron Trilogy has a dark and grimy feel to it. It's extremely violent and filled with hopelessness and despair, as it should be if this conflict is what all these years of storytelling made it out to be. Millions of years, fucking lives lost, countless lives lost, resources depleted, yada yada. While it stays true to the established core, it also mixes up things quite a bit, which is very good considering that this story has been told and retold millions of fucking times in various forms of media. Last but definitely not least, there are no humans. While I love the Generation 1 cartoon, it's my favorite one of all. I can watch the shit over and over. The human characters, they suck, let's be honest. I mean, they always fucking shit up. Like Daniel's punk ass. Like, why is this little nigga even around? Like, why is he not at grandma's house? Why is he in fucking space hanging around just fucking being a nuisance and shit? Then we go to the movies. We got Sam's goofy ass. He act like he snorted a fucking 8 ball and went and drank a whole pot of coffee. He's just bouncing off the walls, being a fucking douche nugget. The humans are also the worst parts of both Transformers Prime and Armada. Now, in these particular instances, I understand why they are involved in the shows. They trying to fucking market this shit to kids, Transformers. I mean, after all, it's a kids franchise, yada yada. It makes sense from a marketing perspective. Ratings, selling toys, all that shit. But goddamn, they get on my fucking nerves. Now, the Cybertron War, it predates humanity's very existence, so it makes sense in the updated version on Netflix that these dumbass humans wouldn't be around to make shit worse than it already is. So I'm really loving that it focuses on the Transformers, Cybertronians, whatever you want to call them. So that's about it, man. Simple review. Basics. Straightforward. I love this trilogy, and I'm going to probably revisit it very soon just to catch things that I probably miss. Like, rarely ever do I watch anything on TV without being on my laptop at the same time, so a redo sounds like it's warranted, in my case. If you haven't seen this amazing reimagining of Transformers, then what the fuck are you doing with your life? I mean, serious. Get on it. Check it out. Peace.